What's up, guys? I figured, damn it, I've already put my arm and stuff. So, I had to pop in on that one. Cinnamon Bite. Not Cenobite, Cinnamon Bite. And that's brilliant. That's damn near genius level tomfoolery. Relic. Ridiculousness. But guys, what is good? Monday number 3. Monday number 3. And if you don't know what Monday number 3 is, technically that's Wednesday. But the week is essentially just filled with a series of Mondays. They may be on the calendar as different days of the week, but they will always be Monday number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then pre-Monday. So there is that. There are 7 Mondays in the week, yes. But, also, side note, I swapped over to the other stuff for the tattoo. So that's the more hand lotion kind of stuff, because it kind of started peeling today. So we're 5 days in, and it's starting to peel, and it's looking like a big old mess on my arm right now. It was actually looking quite good this morning, but now after applying a little bit of lotion type stuff, everything is just making a big old mess. Super Goat, what's good, man? No. Another kind of lubricant, good sir. Actually, it's rather interesting what they use KY jelly for in special effects for, like, Hollywood movies and crap like that. Do you know the Alien? In the original Alien movie, they used, like, KY jelly to make it, like, glisten and stuff. It's weird. I don't know who thought of that, but whoever thought of that, you know, they kind of actually didn't have a bad idea. So there is that. There is that. That's fine. Yeah, a little bit. Chase, what's good? What is good? Yes, we are dropping knowledge on you, fine peoples today. Who do we got here? We got everybody rolling in. Rumen, aka Rumbata, Sepphoris, Relic, Tough SOB. What else we got? And then, you know, Super Goat rolling in with the KY Jelly Jam. And Chase. So, guys, what's happening? How's everything? How is your Monday number 3 going? How is your Wednesday treating you? Also, yeah. You're playing Mad Max? Awesome. Awesome, Super Goat. I love that game. I do love that game. DJ Trailway. So good to see you. How are you? Also, on the what is it, the third or fourth thing that's listed there, between Monday number 3, Itchy Tattoo, Chili con queso. Chili con queso. Yeah, Rumen, that was crazy. So it is a little bit better. Mostly only because I was out of work a little bit earlier, so it's my little earlier start today. But I just also... So, as I'm setting up stream, I was doing a couple things to set up for stream. I finished up my pan of chili con queso. So I took 2 cans of Hormel chili with meat and beans, dumped those in there, bring it up the heat, and then I added probably like 3/4 of a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. I am currently filled with 2 cans plus 3/4 of a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. So yeah, I'm kind of full. The pan was significantly heavier than I actually thought it was going to be when I took it off of the stove. So here I am thinking to myself, hey, I got to get back in shape. I got to maybe lose a couple pounds. And I'm eating 2 cans of chili with like fistfuls of cheese. Real great life choices, I know. I never said I was a smart man. I just said I know a lot. That's about it. But yes, Chase, my day was made better with the chili and cheese. My day was made better by getting here earlier and being out of work slightly earlier. Having all you guys roll in to hang out. That's awesome. Relic is playing Mad Den. Good enough. But Super Goat had my final interview today, and I guess I got it. Like my profile says, under consideration, but I got an email saying, welcome to the team. Super Goat, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Way too good. Very much goals, Super Goat. Very much goals. So, gonna be a well, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because if I click over to the pause screen and go running to the bathroom, clutching my backside, life happens. What is that? Jeff Goldblum? Life finds a way, or something. So that has the potential. What else? Oh, I got something cool from work today. Check this out. So this doesn't exactly fit my car. It's also the wrong color. See if you can see it here. There we go. Basically just a replacement fuel door for probably newer Camaros, because it's got kind of a funny kind of like twist bend to it. But it's pretty neat. So one of the recon guys hooked me up because he thought it looked cool, and he was like, "Here, you should see if this fits your car." And I already know that no, it in fact does not fit my car, but it looks cool anyways. I will take it and put it on a shelf somewhere because I hang on to way too much stuff, and this looks cool. So there's that. So you're gonna laugh your backside off at that point. Can you have it for your collection? Of collection of fuel doors and gas doors? I mean, potentially. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe it'll wind up being a giveaway someday, or something weird and wacky will happen. But it's cool. It's actually a really nice one. I think it's pretty neat. And basically all it is just, it's got the little clips on the back, so it slides on the little arm, the little tab for the fuel door, and then this right here is just, it clips it into place. If it was yellow, I might actually try to see if it would fit the contour of my vehicle. Yes, anything car related. I actually have, still in my possession, off of my first International Harvester pickup truck, there's a panel that actually goes on the tailgate, and it basically just says International right across the back of it. And it's huge. It is this huge aluminum piece. And I had replaced it because one of the trim ends was, like, broken. Try to get in shape as well. The last month, I ate only chicken, turkey, rice, egg whites. Lost 10 pounds and a few muscles. Rambada, that's fantastic, man. Go you. That is awesome. Mainly, I just need to be more physically active. That is what I need to do. Getting more physically active would be definitely key to sort of actually, like, making some progress in anything. Build additional farmhouse. Deliver to the farm. So maybe we'll start doing some stuff here. So short log. Short logs come from Erska River. Oh man, so we got to go all the way around to get short logs from the log place. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. What's the other one? Unlucky lineman. Ooh, I'm not that far. Loader? What's happening? So tell you what, we will start off by doing unlucky lineman because we've already got a Zix right here. and all we got to do is kind of pop over there, grab that thing, and then bring it back. So let's see where that brings us to. Also, I'm really full right now. It feels like I have a bag of liquid cement. Actually, yes. Oddly enough, Super Goat, you actually will get scrap even if the game is off, because it doesn't go by the game running. It goes by I believe, the PlayStation clock. So I had actually turned off the game, left it for months, came back to it, and had a whole pile of scrap. So that is a thing that will happen. When I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and hit the gym, that's why I'm not so active here. But you know what? That is making things better for you, Rumbada. And that's completely okay. And that's awesome. I am all for that. I am absolutely all for that. I am all for whatever is going to make you better. Because I'm not the type of person who's like, you know, I'm going to have the best stuff. The hell with everybody else. I am happy when you are succeeding and excelling. That's where things get good. And actually, I was having a conversation with 216 Land earlier, and specifically, I said, let's see, yeah. So it was. So I wonder if you could treat it like Fable 2 and change the date. Maybe. Yes. We all need to be motivated like Rumbada. I was telling specifically 216 Land earlier, life is too much going on in it just to simply be a race to the end with the best stuff and lord it over everyone else. And that's kind of a big deal. You know, that is kind of a big deal. Because what's the sense, you know? Like, the big boss man who owns the company that I work for and owns, you know, property and other companies and all kinds of stuff. He's got no family. He's got no real hobbies to speak of. His whole life is basically making money. And Melissa Headcase. Yes, would it be nice to have that kind of cash flow? Absolutely. But really, at the end of the day, he's got no kids. He's got some just less than questionable relatives. You know, I don't know, man. Like, his idea of fun is making money. That's what his idea of fun is. And it just doesn't seem like he doesn't go places. He doesn't do things. He doesn't spend. He spends money on weird things. So it's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Once I start this new job, you're going to go to the gym again, as it's only 5 miles away from the gym, and I'll have money finally so I can afford to drive to the gym. That is also super cool. Fantastic idea. Very, very good idea. Mostly, I need to just get more physically active. This past year has really shown that if I don't have places to go, I really tend to not do stuff. Yeah, exactly. What's the point in making money if you don't spend it? 100%. Well, my blood pressure went up. I was 133 kilograms. I don't know what is in these ponds, but it was now or never. I'm 33 and it's necessary. Okay. I just want this land to sell so I can pay my house off. This dude's my spirit human. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, mostly it's just being more active. It's definitely being more active, just doing stuff in general. And if I don't have stuff to do, I tend not to do anything. And I am lucky at the fact that when I started streaming video games, that, you know, I just somehow or another happened into a whole bunch of awesome people who also like video games and like hanging out and stuff like that. So it alleviated the level of boredom when, you know, when it turned from, hey, you know what, I'm just going to play single-player video games by myself and just pretty much talk to myself in my own head. Now, I can stream video games, and all the stuff that I usually talk to myself in my head, I can tell other people. And early on, there really wasn't a lot of other people, which is totally okay. So it was kind of like talking in my head, but out loud. So it worked. It worked. Getting high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I need to start getting more active as well. Yeah, you know what? So my doctor, the jerk that he is, I told him, I go, dude, I get home during the day, or after work, from working all day. I start work at 7, and usually sometimes I don't leave work until after 5 o'clock. I go, I get home and I'm exhausted. The idea of working out or going to a gym or going for a walk or doing something after work does not appeal to me in the slightest. So without skipping a beat, he looks at me and goes, well, do you have a lunch break? I'm like, yeah, I get a lunch break. He goes, go for a walk during your lunch break. And I just looked at him, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. You're gonna sass me like that? Go for a walk during your lunch break. Gotcha. But I haven't exactly started that yet either. So that is also a thing. And I do like being able to get the stream going when I can get the stream going, because it gives the, you know, opportunity for everybody to kind of float on by, you know, regardless of where. Yeah, lunch is for eating or hiding in a storage area and taking a nap. Don't ask me how I know that. Once you start, you'll get better fast. And after a month, yeah. So anything that you can do for a week consistently creates a routine. The hardest thing is starting the routine. That's the most difficult thing right there. So if you can start that routine, if you can hang on to it for a week, you've successfully established a routine to keep yourself going. And that's what that is the biggest hurdle. And I know mentally all this stuff, like, yeah, sure, I can go do this stuff, whatever, no problem. But do I want to do all this stuff? Get out of work? No. No, I don't. Not one bit. Not at all. So I do need to make adjustments there. That is completely truthful. But you know, if I go for a walk after work, or if I decide to, you know, get a stationary bike or hit an elliptical or something like that, it would push back the start of the stream, and I do kind of like where we're at, you know? As much as I'm not physically bettering myself, which, you know, now that I think about it, so instead of like working out or being physically active, I will sit down and play video games more. Which completely counterproductive. Completely counterproductive. But am I okay with that? Yes, I am. Walking is really good for you. Before the pandemic, I made 40-mile hikes in the mountains at least once or twice in the month. That is impressive. That is very impressive. Fill this bad boy up. We got all the fuel all filled up, so we're good there. Where do we have to go? We have to go over there. That's actually not too bad, because actually no, we can cut across there and then dip down. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I don't mind walking, and I realistically I should start walking again. I've got a town forest that is not more than 10 minutes away from me. It is multiple acres. There is a bike path that is also not far away from me. Less distance than the town forest, but I mean, that's a paved path. Also, I need to get better sneakers. My current sneakers are not really friendly on the feet, and I should take care of that because there is nothing worse than bad footwear contributing to other issues down the road. Which you can actually, like, yeah, bad sneakers gonna mess up your back, your knees, neck, everything. So don't do that. It's not good. Go this way. Down here. Yeah, realistically, I should do a better job of, like, actually doing the things that I think about. Oh, now, yeah. Yeah, Super Goat, I know, right? And that's actually one thing my doctor was telling me, too. He's like, oh, you gotta get better shoes. You gotta get better shoes. Like, how often do you want me to replace my shoes? 33 years in? Come on, man. Dude, I'm 42, all right? I'm 42 years in, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, man. It's all right, though. But then at work, I am actually physically active. There is a lot of stuff that happens at work. You know how heavy a truck tire is? You know how heavy a brake rotor is, or a battery? That stuff that gets hoofed around quite often. Let's do here, there, and then there. I use Jack Wolfskin. I have them for more than 5 years, and they don't have a scratch on them, and they are really comfortable. I used to have a really nice pair of boots. Also, they've seen rocks, streams, mud, everything. That's pretty cool, actually. So if you haven't done it by Loader, you're over half century. So if you haven't done it by now, probably isn't going to happen. I mean, you know, here's the thing, though, Loader. There is never, it's never too late to start. It's never too late to start to try to change something or do something different. So, yeah, sure, half a century in, whatever. You have all the power to do something different, to do something new. And you totally can. You totally can. Absolutely, you know? And you know, it's worth it. I had actually, speaking of health and health-related stuff, I did not think that this was going to be such a dip down here. Okay. Exactly. Exactly, Loader. And I think that is one of the coolest damn things. I think that's fantastic. I am all for that. All for that. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, if you do something to better yourself, if you do something to change your life for the better, if you're happier, if, you know, doing what you're doing and changing things, I'm all about that. I am all about that, and I think it's fantastic. Back up to whatever this truck is over here. Oh, it's a loaf. Okay. Oh, that's right. It says con loaf right up there. But I was I was actually talking to, working on a piece right now. We're watching. Awesome. Fantastic, dude. All right. Back up. Back up, back up. Stuck on a branch. So I was actually talking to the father of my friend who passed away. Earlier today, he called me. He actually called me from his hospital bed. He is probably being released today, but he had some issue with a kidney. So, you know, we had a chance to catch up. And we talked for a while. We did talk for a while. We talked about his son, my buddy, and you know, it definitely, things like that definitely make you think. They definitely make you think. You know, he was just really unhappy at the fact that he wasn't supposed to bury his son. He was supposed to go before his son. And it can't be changed. You know, circumstances being what they are can't be made different. Life is life. Could it have been different? Absolutely. Could my buddy have taken better care of himself? 100%. Was that a contributing factor to him not being here right now? Probably a really good possibility. But, and there's a large but, there's a large fact that even though he wasn't healthy, emotionally, he was happy. He did all the things that he wanted to do. He lived his life how he wanted to live it. So there's a fine balancing act. There certainly is a very fine balancing act with enjoying life, having a good time with it, and taking care of yourself. Also, I can't get over these railroad tracks now. Come on now. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Life is weird sometimes. Life is really weird sometimes. Oh, why can't we get over these? I'm stuck on these railroad tracks, and I can't get off these railroad tracks. Alright, let's make it a little bit brighter in the day. And let's find... There we go. But, you know, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. Alright, back in action. Perfect. Oh, he's not perfect. But then again, nothing is perfect. We live in an imperfect world. Now, but to know that, you know, every little step forward to bettering yourself, to bettering your situation, to bettering your life, to bettering your well-being, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. And I, for one, am happy that good things happen. Jobs, promotions, working out, losing weight. the world was perfect, it would be boring. Yes. Yep. Totally agree with you. And I raise my Pepsi to all of you. VT Outlaw. Playing Mad Max was very cathartic yesterday, because yesterday was a rough day. Yesterday was a very rough work day. Zuvide, thank you so very much for joining us. I could go for some Dr. P right now. Oh, we all know how much Waylon loves Dr. Pepper. I don't understand what his problem with Dr. Pepper is. I also feel like I should somehow get him a case of Moxie soda. Strawberry lemon hint. Oh, no kidding. Supergoat, what on earth did he do? He probably wanted to just drop kick you. Yeah. Guys, thank you for being around tonight. And I know that it's definitely Mad Max is a different game, for sure. When I brought wings, I brought a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, 6-pack of Cherry Pepsi, and Dr. P. Nice. He's like, to hell with that shit, give me the other P. Dude, that's funny. Super Goat, that is hysterical. You know what I still think the most amazing takeaway from knowing Waylon and getting to engage with him? JP was like, ooh, Dr. Pepper, and I was like, yeah, I thought of you. That's awesome. Super Goat, that is so fantastic. But the fact that, like, it all started, you know, for a lot of us on Twitch, or catching him at various local clubs and stuff like that. He was a part of Mushroom Head. That was a big deal. That was not a small outfit or a small band. That was something. And then he went off and he did his own thing, and he is just as happy in small venues and clubs as if he was playing to, you know, packed venues. And he's still just as approachable either way. And he's got the same sense of humor either way. And he's just a goofy dude like the rest of us who enjoys video games and, you know, just having a good time. Also, VT Outlaw, we will be mixing in more Mad Max. Because if the rumors are true, I believe Sephora's had mentioned that, and I haven't seen it yet, but the new DLC may be pushed back. So chances are we will be going to a little bit more Mad Max as we run out of additional things to do for SnowRunner, you know? But yesterday with Mad Max was definitely a good feeling, because I could run around and I could just annihilate and curb stomp a whole pile of war boys and kind of feel pretty good about it. Except the only thing that took me out was those ladders. Ladders were the things that did not agree with me in that game. Try Broforce as well. I streamed it a few days ago with a friend of mine, and yes, we have seen Broforce. Actually, the musician that we're talking about, Waylon Revis of A Killer Confession. Oh yeah, well that's the thing though. I think we're in a better position than, say, something like Cyberpunk 2077. I think we are in a way better position. How far am I into SnowRunner? I've completed all of the major overarching goals of every DLC. And the only thing I have left is a couple of little things here and there. So it's probably going to run out pretty quick. But we do have Mad Max, and we do have a series of other games. But Rumbada, yeah, Broforce, we watched Waylon play on stream, and it's hysterical. It is a hysterical game. Absolutely hysterical. And the other thing I could do, actually, now that I think about it, is depending on, like, I could jump through various multiplayer games and dive into, I could dive into some multiplayer. And just randomly pop up in people's games doing all kinds of stuff. Community is chiller, but still Cyberpunk's problems can be tracked back to its community being impatient. That game was definitely in development hell for a long time, and that did it no favors. And it was certainly not in a good state to be released when it was released. And that's the unfortunate thing. But there is never, ever, ever an excuse to attack a developer. Oh no, I'm not blaming the players. It's a difficult balancing act, because if you have a game studio and a company that makes, they set out and they make a promise. Yeah, they overpromised early. Yeah. They should have, like Rockstar. Rockstar has a thing where if they're not ready, they're not releasing it. Rockstar is one of those companies that are like, nope, we're not done. We are not done. And it's why we got Red Dead Redemption 2 in a more polished state than a lot of video games that we've seen, like AAA titles that we've seen released in the past. But yeah, the vocal minority, or the hyper vocal minority, the ones that basically do send threats like that, it doesn't help things. Does not help things at all. You have a company that's your company says, hey, we've got this product, we're going to release it on this date, guaranteed. We're going to have this great thing, it's going to have all of these features and all of these functions. And then it comes to close to that date, and it's like, well, it's not really done yet, so we're going to kind of work on it a little longer. So they push the date back, and they push the date back, and they push the date back. And even with all of the additional time, they release an unfinished product, which we no longer have a Nintendo cartridge or a Sega Genesis cartridge. We no longer have a self-contained gaming ecosystem anymore. We don't have a complete item. We have games as a service now. And that is the biggest kick in the pants as a gamer. And it's really unfortunate, because when a game is released and it's like, oh, hey, all this fanfare, look at this cool game that we got. Yeah, but we're missing all these features. Oh, well, those will come later. Those will come later in another update down the line. Okay. So we've had this game out for a while, and things have been going on. Witcher 3, No Man's Sky were almost the same, but were fixed later. Also, The Witcher 3 is one of the best RPGs ever made. Yeah, I am very displeased at games as a service now. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the structure if it works. But we had Outriders. Outriders single-player mode required you to have an always-on internet connection. That's not fun. And you couldn't make any progress if you couldn't connect to the server. Which was ridiculous. And it's like, so they can drip feed you content. Okay, what are they drip feeding us content? I haven't gone back to Outriders since completing it, and it's kind of unfortunate because it wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't a great game. We could always go back to Anthem, and we could talk about the just debacle that Anthem was. And that's too bad. The old BioWare magic. Because it's all going to come together at the end. That's what's going to happen. See, that's the thing. I liked Anthem. The music. Okay, soundtrack to Anthem. One of the best things. One of the best things. I do feel bad about Anthem. Anthem was handed a really raw deal. There is so much that happened with Anthem and happened behind the scenes with Anthem. It is unbelievably unfortunate. Unbelievably unfortunate. Okay. Build additional farmhouses. We need to deliver it to the farm, which isn't bad. But... oh, you know what? No, that's not bad at all. Gonna recover here. Erska River, short logs. Go there real quick. So, short logs come from this log station. All right, short logs will come from that log station. Unfortunate. Warehouse had what? Bricks. Bricks? Yes, that warehouse has bricks. So we can get... we can technically get one load of bricks out of there. Where do bricks come from here? The town storage to the... town storage to the farm. That's not bad. Okay. I'd rather play... rather make a promise than go, oh, our bad, the product ain't quite ready yet, and be honest than have no excuse to push dates back. Personally tired to pay $60 for half a game. And that's the thing. I realize that certain features need to get added in, that not everything can get play tested, but there is a lot of games that we have seen that have been released in half-finished formats. What was it? Was it No Man's Sky? Yeah, I think Rambada, you mentioned that. No Man's Sky was released as just trash. That game was added onto, and added onto, and patched, and added onto, and patched. And it became much better. Significantly better. Like night and day different. Best example of attempting to make sure the game we get versus what's promised, I'm hoping is going to Skull and Bones as it's been 8 years. Ghost Recon Wildlands in the beginning. I never played Ghost Recon. I was going to get it, and then I was like, oh, my wrist itches. My wrist itches. My arm itches. What truck do we want to use? Let's see. Let's find something to just kind of go and get some bricks and then bring them to the farm. Bethesda. Bethesda, you are very right on Bethesda. Skyrim. Skyrim was released for the consoles. Blame Bethesda. They've always made incomplete games and didn't care how janky or glitchy they were because people loved them and all the jankiness and the glitches of their product, then throwing the DLC. Didn't have half the things that Ubisoft promised, and still doesn't, but it's a good game with what they added. Yeah, so now everyone just follows their model of making incomplete products and load it with DLC and microtransactions. Yeah. That is certainly something that occurs for sure. Also, well, wonder if that could do it. But yeah, Skyrim. Skyrim became unplayable on the PlayStation when it was released for half to 3/4 of a year. I couldn't play Skyrim for half to 3/4 of a year. And it's too bad, because Skyrim is a fantastic game. No Man's Sky was false advertised. At least they put everything for free afterwards, and now it's good. Yes, but they didn't have to the way they did. Yeah. Like, there's got to be some level of transparency between the company that's offering a thing. It essentially comes down to legitimately false advertising. You know, it's like, hey, we get this shiny new fancy thing, and you buy the shiny new fancy thing, and it doesn't come with all the stuff that they told you it was actually going to come with. Oh, why are we looking through scouts? We want to look through the off-road trucks. Azov. Azov, you say? No. Why don't we give this bad boy a little shake down? You know, also, wait a minute. 4 slots, 6 slots. We need 6 slots to go. Yeah, but we don't want to use an 8-slot cargo trailer. Pee-wee7574 says, companies like that are why I refuse to Yes, exactly, Pee-wee. Exactly. Pre-ordering games is the biggest razor's edge that you can walk these days. Because you never truly know what you're going to get. No idea. No idea whatsoever. Oh, you know what I could do? Actually, now that I think about it? We could do... Let's 1, 2, and then we need 1. Then how about... I have an idea. We're not going to use this guy. Wait a minute. No, we... Yeah, let's use this guy. Let's use... And let's take away... Take away the loading crane. Beta tested Subnautica early release for 2 years. Yeah. I really have high hopes for Aliens Fireteam. And that's another thing. That is another thing that Aliens, the Aliens Colonial Marines game that we got, was not the game that we were promised or shown. That was a big, big issue. And that was a hot bag of garbage. Tired of 3-man squads? Is Aliens Fireteam only 3-man squads? I have an idea. What this will do... So we need a 4-slot... Can't do that. Can't do that. See, I'm loath to bring along the ramped flatbed. You know what? We won't. We'll just make a couple of trips of it. Make a couple of trips of it. That one. Sideboard. Okay. Oh. Sideboard. Okay, so this way, we'll be able to go get 2 metal beams. So we'll do that. They're using Back for Blood template for the gameplay, so it should be good. Unfortunately, it needed texture mods to make it look good, but I thought the gameplay in and of itself was good. That particular game So Aliens Colonial Marines had a big brouhaha when that released. And then, what's that game where you're the security guard, and then you get blown up, and then you get pieced back together, but you're working for the company that pieced you back together. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Saw great use for that flatbed for hauling a second truck with a repair bed. Well, that flatbed, the only thing about it is that it doesn't go across rough terrain at all. Yes, Deus Ex Machina. Yes. Yep. I know a lot of things. I read a lot, and I am familiar with a lot. Yeah. Deus Ex. So here's the thing with one of the Deus Ex games. You could build your character to be a frontline fighter or a stealth, a stealth master. And they outsourced the boss battles. I believe it was a completely different studio did the boss battles for the games. So if you tried to be stealth all the way through, it simply just wouldn't work. Which is unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But no, going back to Anthem. Anthem has one of the best video game soundtracks. Usually, I like more of the instrumental, orchestral accompaniments, but Anthem has one of the cooler, more sci-fi, augmented sound, really synthy kind of music. Killing Floor 2 is your favorite soundtrack. Those are the great games by themselves. The problem is Square Enix does anything outside of Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy, and it's instantly labeled as trash by most Squaresoft fanboy. Yeah, see, I appreciate a studio that goes beyond its base IP stuff. Bungie, when they did Halo, they broke off and tried to do something different with Destiny. And then they got absorbed by Activision for a while, and were beholden to Activision for quite a while. If nobody survives, is it still stealth? Yes, because there's no one alive to tell about it. It's stealth all the way up until the forensics team gets there. I love Killing Zed the Demon Hunter. But I'm a sucker for the Assassin's Creed soundtracks. Huge Assassin's Creed soundtrack fan. Think that Bungie genuinely cares about Destiny? Yes. Yes, they do. The Lich King! Getting out of the way of that horn off that semi-truck. Truck Day, the Lich King, you are correct, sir. Thank you for joining us. Brutal Legends is still your favorite soundtrack? Have you played Death Stranding? Like the soundtracks in that. You know what? Death Stranding is a game that I always come across. I have a friend who says it's the most brilliant game he's ever played, and he refuses to go beyond most of the initial starting area simply because he enjoys the fact that Death Stranding is the most accurate walking simulator he's ever experienced. And that's, I mean, more power to him. If that's what he's into, that's what he's into. But you've got one hell of a game studio that created a game like that. Norman Reedus and all kinds of other, big names that show up in that game. There's so much Demon Hunter music in Killing Floor 2, but for good reason, since it was one of their band members that put the money to get the game developed. I did not know that, actually, Supergo. Thank you for that. Played it a lot. All right. It probably will eventually be a game that I do give it a shot at some point. It just certainly seems like a very strange game. Comments come so late, your internet's kind of slow. No, man, we totally get you in any capacity that you put forward with that. Because, you know, by the time I say something, and by the time you guys read it and then react to it, and then I see it again, there is a little bit of a lag going on. So, you know, nothing is ever 100% on point. Also, my wrist is really starting to itch, and I just want to take a Brillo pad and scrub my wrist right now. But that would not be a fantastic idea. As soon as Life Force starts playing, Killer Instinct... That's awesome. Yeah, it definitely is a truck day. Lich King, it's definitely a truck day. So far the game, A Plague Tale, is really good, but very dark and twisted. My friends who see me playing think it's the craziest game ever, but it is addicting. Very cool, though. I think that's great that, you know, that is that enjoyable. There's a good 5-second delay for B because I'm broadcasting to my TV. Yeah, there is that, too. We're stuck on something. Are we? It's just a rock. Why is this giant four-wheel drive truck stuck on a rock? There we go. No one had good soundtracks. NBA Jam on this. Oh. How about Double Dribble for the Nintendo? You know what game? Okay, so Contra, the original Contra, or the Nintendo, and their soundtrack. That was one of the coolest damn soundtracks of an early video game, hands down. Hands down. Although then you've got something like Tetris, and that is probably one of the more addicting, you know, earworm kind of soundtracks. Contra, absolutely, Lich King. Absolutely, Contra was a blast. Same reason why a twig can do 38 damage to your suspension. Sephiroth, yes. Completely correct. Completely correct. Alright, let's make this long slog right on throat. The sound of Space Invaders. Well, soundtracks, I think, did that actually have any gameplay soundtrack to it, or was it just like this weird like thump 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 thump, like kind of like background kind of mechanical monotonous sound? Big Blue F-Zero, F-Zero, yes, 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 yes. The original F-Zero for the Super Nintendo was one of the most fun games, one of the best games. I love that game. Yeah, but that's not really like soundtrack as much, you know? Like we're talking like actual musical accompaniments. So like if nothing is playing on screen, there's a sound and a sound, or like a soundtrack playing in the background. Some say that when you scratch your ear, you can hear the Pac-Man sounds. Oh man. When you play that track with very long, low nose, I think it's the Azov, you bounce back without damage. Yeah. There is the Azov 73-210 that's got the really low front end. The really, really low front end. But it's got the different suspension that you can pick up that will raise it in, but you have to get it in MOR. Excalibur 2097 on Super Nintendo. F-Zero on F-Zero GX on GameCube was my favorite. Used to let the menu music loop for hours. That's cool. Good menu music is where it's at. Now what's this? Scania V8 Rat, how are you? Everything is going fantastic. We are discussing music in video games currently. Those damn Pokemon games have music that will bore into your brain and get stuck there for the rest of your life. Relic, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. And Relic, I think that is a quotable right there. That is a Twitter quotable. Any of the Soul Calibur games, yep. Yes, because those games had like a real sweeping score to them. Final Fantasy 1 music on the Nintendo. The old school Final Fantasy, the top-down party combat system, turn-based stuff, I like that. Those are the kinds of games that I really, really miss from old school games like that. Yes, links are disabled currently. Although links are not currently disabled in the Discord. So if you do have a link, throw it up in the Discord. I think you're on the Discord. I believe. Maybe. Oh, you know what we could have done too? Actually, I could have. That's what I wanted to do. I totally goofed up. Parents used to own an arcade hall back in the beginning of the... Ooh, crap. Back in the beginning of the 90s. That is awesome. Rumbada, that is fantastic. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. Definitely down with that. Also, Rumbada, speaking of music, and I forgot to get back to you about it, and I don't think I ever got back to you about it, but the music links for the YouTube stuff from those bands that you had sent me or had put up in the Discord were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I don't know if I mentioned that, but I wanted to because it was something that I had been thinking about, and I wanted to make sure that you knew that it was awesome. You're good? That is awesome that you're good. I definitely... Oh, crap. We don't have bricks over here. Okay. So we have to get bricks from someplace else. Metal beam. Metal beam. So I guess it wasn't a wasted trip after all. That's not a bad thing. Man, you know what? Video game arcades. Video game arcades. Oh, man. I used to play House of the Dead. I used to play... what was it? Carnival of the Dead? Like those on-the-rail shooters. I loved those rail shooters. Blast. Time Crisis. Time Crisis was awesome. Yeah, I had been meaning to tell you that, and I feel bad that it's been so long. But I had definitely wanted to. I had been reminding myself to tell you that I really enjoyed that stuff. That was fantastic. I had to select one song. It will always be Black Mage's cover of One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Interesting. Okay. Reload, yes. Super Goat, yes. And then the giant switch on the floor, if you were playing Time Crisis, to Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Knights of the Round, and great games as well. Man. See, these are the conversations that I really enjoy having. You guys are awesome, and there is some fantastic... Yes, take cover. Or Time Crisis for the win, absolutely. Yeah, definitely post it in the Discord. And if you guys have any great musical selections from old school video games, definitely throw it up in the Discord. Because, and if you're not on the Discord, we have the link down below, and then we have the link right there. So if you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord. You used to draw crap. Oh, dude, that's cool. That is cool. That is very cool. So, I used to save all of my quarters during, like, the regular portion of the year, and I would wait for the summer, because my family would go up to Old Orchard Beach in Maine, And Old Orchard Beach is a really great but super touristy kind of area. Because I could shoot those like 20 shots a second. Dude, that's fantastic. And that is no small feat either. Those guns, yeah, it was like click, 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 click. But you had to have some serious trigger control to do stuff like that. Like, that is awesome. So, we used to go, so, you know, my folks and relatives and stuff, when everybody was still all on speaking terms, we would go to Old Orchard Beach, rent like a house from somebody, and stay up there for a couple of days, you know, something like that. And they used to have an arcade up there. They also used to have this little tiny carnival, but they also used to have like this big arcade. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sapors. I will definitely find it because I saw I did see the notification pop up, so that's cool. But yeah, we would spend so much time in the video arcades, and I would have my giant plastic bag of quarters. And I would just, it was good times, and you could see all the kids and teens there playing games or hanging out the front of it, and they were just huge companies of kids just having fun. That's cool, man. That is so cool. Yeah, I used to love going up to Old Orchard Beach. That was something that I always looked forward to. And my granddad was still around. My grandmother was still around. We'd go over with my aunts and uncles. And, you know, there'd be a couple of different rental, like hotels. You know, my grandparents would stay in a hotel. My folks and you know, aunts and uncles, we'd rent this one big house. And we'd just do, you know, we'd hit the beach or hit the carnival, all this stuff. But then, you know, life does what life does, and, you know, sometimes it's not the best. But life moves on. But I can go up to Old Orchard Beach whenever I want now. I don't have to wait for a family vacation. So glad I got to play the old analog games like Shark Hunter that used a light gun and cellulose images projected inside the cabin at the arcade, or the original pinball machines that were not digital scoreboards. It sounded way different with the clicking reels in the pinball machines. That's cool, Loader. It is definitely cool. Pinball machines are certainly one of those things that every arcade has walls of pinball machines. The old days were the best in arcades. I mean, there certainly is something about nostalgia. That's for sure. Big on pinball. No, that's definitely cool. Pinball, you know, it's funny though. Pinball, there certainly is skill behind it. That's for sure. And if you saw Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage and the pinball scenes from that stuff's pretty funny. That's actually really, really funny. Also, in addition to all the links that Streamlabs keeps throwing out there and stuff like that, we actually do have a Twitter now. Storm of Iron, that is I, has a Twitter. I have joined the 21st century, perhaps. I don't know. Usually, I was never a huge fan of Twitter, but it works. Another art project in the stack done. Very cool, Loader. That's awesome, man. I dig it. Get her done. No, that's cool, though. You'll never have a Twitter. You know, that's what I thought up until recently, actually. I definitely thought that up until recently. Also, I'm going to have to spend a while picking off the shedding tattoo skin. Through all of this one, it's a abstract patchwork of shapes. Okay. That's cool. At least I didn't, and then color in. Okay. At least this time around, my tattoo did not leave an imprint in my bed sheets for me to have to go and, like, wash them after getting a tattoo. I did that one time. No, twice. It's happened twice so far. Get a tattoo, wake up in the morning, and there's like an imprint of the tattoo in the bed sheet. Good times all around. Oh, man. That's all right, though. I still really actually have to... So, in 2 weeks... I mean, they're just regular bed sheets. Oh, we get beacons. Turn on those. I didn't have to go straight through the middle of that. It was just kind of there we go. I believe the fabric composition is cotton. Cotton. Actually, flannel. Flannel does make some good bed sheets. Flannel bed sheets are actually really awesome. Ooh. Actually, now that I think about it, where else can we get bricks from around? Oh, excuse me. Oh, bricks were over here. That's right. So we can get bricks from there, or, conversely, I could go to Erska River, get bricks, and drive over here. Remember opening gum and getting a little comic out of them, and then lining them up and putting silly putty on them, making one big comic of the silly putty. Ah, okay. Well, you can still do that with, like, the, if the Sunday comics actually still exist, you can still buy silly putty. It's one of those weird, wacky, retro throwback things that you can still indulge in. Let's see. Bricks. Bricks from Erska River. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be a little bit easier. For sure. Because then we won't have to go all the way to the opposite side of the map here. Although chances are I could probably get bricks out of Chernokamensky as well. But that's all right. We don't have to worry about that. Also, it still feels like there's a giant lead weight in my stomach right now, which is probably from all the chili and cheese. Bazooka gum and the little comics they had inside the wrappers. They still have Bazooka, and they still have those comics. Although, I don't know if... And I don't understand why. But... why the hell is Bazooka Joe gum always... Oh, wait a minute. Takes one to find one? So a pal of mine's been here, kind of a fisherman like myself, had a bit too much tea while camping, so he fell into the river. Guy made it out, but his car needs towing. Doubt he'll ever set foot on that ice again. How did I not find this one? Or yeah, that's kind of weird. We'll have to figure out where that's at. But yeah, Bazooka Joe gum is hard as a rock. It is legitimately one of the hardest gums to chew, and I don't understand why. And I don't understand if it's always been that way. I don't understand if it is a evolution of Bazooka Joe bubblegum, but it's just, it is hard as a damn rock. Okay, so we'll dump off the 2 metal beams, and then we'll go to Erska. So we'll bring this trailer back because we're cheap. We will then go to Erska River and get the bricks, which we can. Which the warehouse actually has plenty of bricks over there. And then we'll eventually figure out what we want to do about the short logs. Because I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. No, we'll check the map when we get over there, but that's neither here nor there. Made for soldiers in World War II to take into combat. Let's see what the Googles have to say, because that's actually kind of an interesting thing. Introduced in 1947. Also, does anybody remember Big League Chew? Shortly after World War Bazooka Joe bubblegum was first marketed shortly after World War II in the U.S. by the Topps Company of Brooklyn, New York. The gum was probably named after the rocket-propelled weapon developed by the U.S. Army during the war, which itself was named after a musical instrument. Okay. The bubblegum was packaged in a red, white, and blue color scheme and originally sold for 1 penny. Beginning in 1953, Topps changed the packaging to include a small comic strip with the gum featuring the character Bazooka Joe. There are over 1,535 different Bazooka Joe comic strip wrappers to collect. Also on the comic strip is offer for premium and a fortune. Older Bazooka Joe comics were larger in size and no longer available. That is interesting. That is very interesting. You know what? I'm pretty sure that you could take a chunk of Bazooka Joe bubblegum and whip it like a throwing star if you kind of filed down the edges just a little bit, and chances are it would probably stick into a solid surface. Yes, yes, the grape Big League Chew. Super Goat, 100%, man. They were used. Yes, you could put various pieces of Big League Chew, or not. Excuse me. You could put various pieces of Bazooka Joe bubblegum into a sock and club someone with it. Just knock them right out. Just like a Bazooka Joe sock set. Fruit Stripe. Fruit Stripe is one that I haven't seen recently, but Fruit Stripe gum. Where the hell are we going? I'm just not paying attention. I want to go here and then here. Thank you. There we go. Blackjack gum and lemons. Blackjack gum I'm familiar with. The other one, not so much. Fruit Stripe gum I have a love-hate relationship with because it's great for the first 3 movements of your jaw, and then it tastes like just the inside of, you know, someone's shoe. Fruit Stripe now, that's a company that was smart. Hey, let's make our gum hella good, but the flavor only lasts 15 seconds, so people keep opening more of it. That way we can sell more. I mean, it's a brilliant, brilliant scheme. Absolutely brilliant scheme. Quite true. Quite true. Now that's too funny. But yeah. So they had the different flavors of Big League Chew. Bought a case of it from Super Goat, that's awesome, man. Oh, it's so funny, dude. Okay. You know, it's funny, actually, you mentioned that, Loader. I just watched that the other day. Timothy Dalton as the bad guy. It's a good movie. The Rocketeer, I find to be a very, very good movie. Jennifer Connelly. Was it Alan Alda? That was Alan Alda, right? I think it was Alan Alda. One of them. We'll get rid of this trailer, get over to Erska River, get ourselves some bricks. Let's think about what we're going to use to haul those bricks. Let's do something different, something not what we usually use. Love that. I love that Amazon supplies so many old school. Doc Golden, yes I did. That was Saturday's Adventure, was the new, actually, tattoo plural. And there's Mountain Lion. Mountain Lion letting us know that he has arrived at the sound of the Viking war horn. Mountain Lion, so good to see you. I hope you're well. And let me turn in this trailer. Then I will. I actually got a couple of tattoos. 2 smaller ones and 1 significantly larger one. Thinking. So the Rocketeer, Alan Arkin. I'm thinking for okay, another AA name, Alan Arkin. That's it. You own the complete MASH series. Somehow, Loader, that does not surprise me. Over that, and that, and let's move to Erska. Move to the garage in Erska. So, Doc Golden, yes. Oops. This guy right here. This is the newest tattoo. MASH Doc Golden, 100% sass. 100%. Brings back great memories watching it with my dad as a kid. And that is cool. And I totally think that's awesome. So, this is, and let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see more of the detail. So, those are the 2 ravens. Odin's ravens, because this is the spear that Odin wields, Gungnir. And the 2 ravens are Hunan and Mugen, and they represent thought and memory. And they're the 2 ravens that exactly, Doc Goldeneye. Or Doc Golden, yes. They're the 2 ravens that are sent out every morning that go and fly throughout the realms to collect all of the information and bring it back to Odin. Because Odin likes to know everything. Also, speaking of Odin, actually, it really is, and it's starting to, I get it on Saturday. It's starting to flake today, so I've got some of the little bits and pieces, stuff like that kind of floating off. But yeah, to make it actually have some shape, to, you know, the shading on either side, and the design that's actually in the middle there, I really, really like it. But then, that guy right there, that is the symbol. It's kind of the diamond with the cross in there. I supplied my tattoo artist with a whole bunch of pictures. And I'm like, I like this, and then I think about this, like the ravens as the some kind of cross guard for the spear. That was one thing that I definitely wanted to do. And I can't draw for beans, so I provided him a whole bunch of pictures from a whole bunch of different stuff that I found. He's the one who decided to make the shape of the spearhead more rounded on the bottom instead of more angular, which I had originally thought was going to be a good idea. But I think it works better with the way that the wings are upswept on the two ravens. So with that, there's also this guy on my, there we go. This guy right here. So, because I can't twist my arm appropriate like that. So basically the web of the weird, or, representing the Norns. The 9 different staves, 9 being a number that occurs quite frequently in Norse mythology. But yeah, Zuvide, as much as I would like to be able to design something, an artist I am not. I just kind of know what I want to sort of throw together. That's what I like. So there is that. That said, I do have a Mr. Wednesday pop figure. So Mr. Wednesday, played by Ian McShane. Yeah, honestly, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, because I am really happy with it. I spent a long day. So I worked on Saturday. I worked 8 until 1. And then from work... Okay, awesome. Rambada, very, very cool. I will definitely check that out as well. So I went to the tattoo shop for 2 o'clock. I didn't get home until... I didn't leave the tattoo shop until 7 o'clock. Because mostly it was... We did the first big one. And then it was like, hey, let's start doing, let's throw a couple other things in here. Let's, do a little bit of fill in there, do a little bit of fill in there. So it was more like, what can we add to sort of bring everything together? And I think it was great. I think it actually came out really, really good. And I'm super happy with it. Super, super happy with it. But, still got more ideas. Still got other stuff to do. So... Oh, Rambada, that's awesome. That is fantastic. That is one hell of a drinking horn. I don't have a drinking horn as much as I've got like the horn mugs, and it's got the Mjolnir kind of carved into the side of it, which is pretty cool. And you guys get some awesome, awesome music selections for me to check out later as well. So that's fantastic. Yes, I have also... I've got a mug, okay? And this mug actually portrays a lot of, like, Ragnarok. So, the picture sent to the group chat has Ric Flair trending on Twitter today. Oh, boy. That beer is really good. They sell in Germany in the gas stations. Nice. So actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, let me grab this mug, because you guys may... Well, your mileage may vary, but you may and or may not be impressed by this mug. So hold on just a second. All right. Okay. So check this out. This is a huge mug. And it has Thor wielding Mjolnir. and he is fighting Jormungandr right there. But on the other side, there is the giant Fenrir. After the wolf had broken free of its chains at the base of the world tree, Yggdrasil. And then you can see in and around, it's got all the artwork of the undead, the warriors in Valhalla pouring forth to fight during Ragnarok. It is very much like a tapestry. I pre-ordered this thing, and it's from a company called Munkenstein. Yeah, it's got Fenrir. Well, the thing about it is, Fenrir took Tyr's hand, yes, but he was bound at the base of the world tree until Ragnarok. But yeah, so Munkenstein, Ragnarok, is what they call it. So this thing, I pre-ordered this. I can't remember how. It's dated 2017, but I want to say I ordered it like half a year before it was actually available. And it was just like, that thing's cool. That thing is really cool. I love Norse mythology. I like American gods, and I like what they did with the Norse mythology. American Gods was weird, though. The first season was fantastic. The second season was mediocre, and I haven't even bothered watching the third season. You'd say that's the mug of Ragnarok. I mean, essentially, yeah. Very much so. Let's see. We want to get 2 bricks. And to get 2 bricks, we want to do a thing here. Because I have an idea. It may not be the best idea, but it is an idea nonetheless. Well, Fenrir, I believe, breaks free of his... He breaks free of his bonds, or his bindings during Ragnarok. Okay. We're thinking Warthog. Actually, wait a minute. High East Tundra 51. Thank you so very much for the follow. You know what? These guys, that's right. These guys are not scout vehicles, so I can't take a regular. Although I could take a sideboard trailer, and I could try to haul. You know what? Hold on. Let's revisit this. High East Tundra. How are you? How's everything? What is good? We're trying to decide what truck we're going to use to go haul some bricks with. And we're talking Norse mythology at the same time. All right. So the Hummer, no. We want something with a single pickup truck bed. But here's the thing. Well, we could use the Lodestar. That has proven itself time and time again as a very good truck. Zuvite, it definitely is. But I wanted a scout trailer. So the idea is, threw up a few pictures in Discord today of art and the wraps I made for dinner. Fantastic. Like I said in the Discord, I did not take any pictures because essentially the chili with cheese looked more like just throw up with beans. And I'm not sure anybody really needed to see that as much as it tasted really, really good. Although I still have the pan right over there. Thinking chicken Alfredo. I keep trying to put them into the teleporter slot on the computer, but they just don't fit. Oh, man. All right, so let's see. Which scout vehicle do we want to use? Because we can't use a pickup truck bed on the Lodestar to transport anything. We could with a Ford, but the Ford also would only have a single slot bed, but would also be able to tow medium trailers. During Ragnarok, So Jormungand and Thor battle with such force that it sends Jormungand back to before his own birth. That is a hell of a shot. The interesting thing about that is, and here's where this number 9 comes into play again as well. Thor and Jormungand, they fight, and Thor is poisoned, yet still manages to defeat his adversary. He takes 9 steps before he expires. We don't want to use that. So I think our best bet is going to be the Lodestar, actually. The Lodestar with a scout trailer. Or I could have taken the F-750 and done... That has potential, too. So, you know what? Let's take this guy. Leave the garage. In this nice, pale yellow color. Someday I will... spoil a good woman rotten by cooking for her the rest of my life as a... There you go. Alright, so scout flatbed. So a 2-slot, because see, here's what we got. We can do a 1-slot scout flatbed, which is what I was looking for if I could get a... Because we couldn't do it on the Warthog because it's not actually a scout vehicle. And then the F-750 is the only scout vehicle that can haul regular truck-sized trailers. Tomorrow I will cook couscous salad met mi rietes. That is a whole mouthful of words right there, and I don't even know how to say those words, Zuvide, but they sound fantastic. And I don't even know what that consists of, but I would still have that. All right, so I need to go over to here and obtain 2 bricks. So we want to go over here to get 2 bricks. That is what we will do. I should oh man, that's too funny. All right. Actually, you know what the thing about this is too, though? This trailer here, so the scout trailers, it's like a regular, trailer, like the semi trailers, unlike the dolly style axles on the other trailers, which are just hot garbage. All right, let's see if we can't get this bad boy up and over. I do like that they have just tires ratchet strapped in the bed of this truck. It's a nice touch. Nice touch. It is a couscous salad with fries from roasted goat Oh. There we go. Let's just... there we are. It needed just a helping hand. I don't cook, so I'm pretty much out of luck. Like, I made some ramen yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was either... No, it was Monday, I think I made some ramen. That ramen did not come out good. I just grabbed a whole bunch of spices and stuff from the cabinet. Didn't work. Did not work in the slightest. They can get a man by baking delicious cakes and other various amazing desserts. But when it comes to cooking dinner, that's all on... that's all you, Relic. It is all you, my friend. Yes, and Zuvide, definitely. If you remember, sir, throw that picture up in the Discord. Because, as always, guys, the more the merrier in there. And the more you share, the more fun it is. And it's a blast going through all of that stuff. And... where we have so many people from around the world with, you know, various different cultures and traditions and cuisines. It's kind of cool learning. Kind of cool learning. Come on now. We've only got a couple more trees. Let's get over the edge here. That loader is not a question I'm going to get into because I don't cook at all. And I wouldn't call the chili cooking as much as I'd call it just heating up some cheese in there. That's exactly what I did. All right, here we go. Let's make our way across the ice. Hopefully we do not fall in, because that would be unfortunate, as the Lodestar does not do a really good job. Oop. Well, it does a good job jumping. There's that. All right. Here we go. And turn in. I like the way that this thing bounces. I love the way that this thing bounces. And it, oddly enough, so if anybody has a Motor Trend on demand subscription and you've seen the latest dirt every day, that was an awesome episode. Are we just gonna kill all the trees just trying to get up this little hill here? It occurs to me that I may need a truck to haul this other truck and trailer, which would entirely defeat the purpose of the scout truck and trailer doing the thing. Yeah, that's coming. That they have the countdown. The countdown for the 24-hour Le Mans is happening now. So their timer is clicking away. I love Motor Trend. And here's the best thing about Motor Trend. I ended up getting a resubscription to Motor Trend earlier in the year. Stompy, what's good? I've been watching All Girl Garage. That's not a bad show. And it's interesting because what happens is you finally have a show with a different perspective than the stereotypical, guy's car show. And it's refreshing. It is refreshing. Do I like other stuff? Yeah. It's not my first go-to, but check UK streams because it's supposed to be on Eurosport 2 or whatever, but couldn't find any streams for it. So here's the greatest thing about Motor Trend on demand. There was a lot of people complaining that they couldn't get Motor Trend. So, like, every time that David Freiberger posts something on social media about an event or about a show, everybody who can't get Motor Trend instantly jumps in and starts screaming at him that they can't get Motor Trend on demand in their country. Buddy's Challenger was on All Girls Garage. Lime Green Scat Pack with the Hellion Twin. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I don't know, I just think it's the fact that we as dudes know what we want to eat when asked that most silly question, what do you want to eat? I figure if you answer that you're already better equipped to successfully cook. Relic. But, no, Super Goat. Dude, that's so cool, man. That is so cool. But I like the other shows, and what I was saying about Freiberger's social media posts is he gets taken to task over stuff that has nothing. Oops, not the loading platform. Well, the brick's here. He gets taken to task with nothing that has anything to do with him. Although he gave the best solution to not being able to watch Motor Trend on demand, and that's use a VPN server. Use a VPN server and get Motor Trend on demand and make it seem like you are in the United States. Good to go, done and done, not a problem. And it's a brilliant idea. It's a great solution. Oop. And twin turbos. Twin whirly birds. That's cool, dude. That is so cool. Go so fast. There we go. Hit him up. Move him out. Ride. Good. We're good. good? We're good. Lonely Spy. This is not hard mode. This is me wrapping up a whole bunch of stuff, tying up loose ends, effectively. So we have completed basically all of the tasks, all of the major overarching tasks in all of the maps. So now, all we're kind of doing is going back, goofing around, hanging out, talking about dinner. Oof, that hurt. Video game soundtracks, and whatever couscous salad is. Tomorrow night I'm making blackened shrimp skewers with cheesy potatoes. I think that's fantastic, Loader. So there you go, Lonely Spy. There's a little bit of food talk right out of the gate for you. But no, this isn't... honestly, Amor is one of the most difficult maps in the entire game. And I think placing the restrictions of being hard mode on Amor would be kind of the equivalent of taking a cinder block and dropping it on your pinky toe multiple times over and over again. And it's not that I don't think hard mode is a good idea, a bad idea. I think it's a great idea because it adds more variety to the gameplay, and it adds a lot of more factors to your gameplay. But I just think Amor as a concept is very difficult. And it doesn't need to be made more difficult with hard mode. I mean, like, if you want to start over, you want to do Alaska, you want to do Michigan, Tamir, stuff like that, that's one thing. But, ugh. Some of the newer stuff, though, needing to load an 8-slot cargo trailer and then not being able to sell back that 8-slot cargo trailer, fuel costing money. There's a lot of logistics to be taken into account. Ew. I love this International, though. I really, really do like this International. It's a fun little truck. Granted, we could have got the F-750. We could have put all the stuff in the back of a trailer on the F-750. Where am I taking these? I'm taking these all the way back to the farm on the next map, where we just were, basically. So we're going from Urska. So from Urska here to Cosmodrome here, and then we're basically just dumping it at the farm. So it's not too bad. So we can just kind of pop out here, zip on over, dump it off here, and call it a day. But the bricks themselves were a little bit out of the way on Cosmodrome. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go for a leisurely drive. Because we've got nothing but time. And who knows? Chances are we will probably get into some shenanigans and hijinks. So there is also that. And speaking of shenanigans and hijinks, I do have... Yeah, I didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like it. Gonna take the long, scenic way around. Because we've got something different that we can kind of putter around in and just enjoy. But, as I was saying, there is truck darts. Truck darts, for those in the know, truck darts has been reset. You love shenanigans and hijinks? Yes, Relic, exactly. The potential... So the more we're driving around, legitimately, the more we are driving, the larger the chance of us doing something really, really catastrophically dumb and then getting into ourselves, neck deep in stuff. Well, it is truck darts, but there's always a twist. There is always a twist. But we do have everything set back up for Truck Darts Bowling Edition. So if you enjoyed Truck Darts the last time, and you guys know what I'm talking about, you will definitely enjoy it again this time. And we also still have the twin steer as the distance marker out in the river. So that's gonna be our running theme for that one. We will use the furthest truck as the distance marker, or the distance to beat, so to speak. Oof. Oh, don't lose it. There we go. Keep going, little fella. All right. But no, that was a lot of fun last time, though. That was a lot of fun last time. And then here's the detour that I completely forgot about until not that long ago. And the unfortunate thing is, other than getting buried right there, I call the pink truck. They're better. Yes, there are multiple pink trucks. I did not realize that there was a winch point there. Lucky for me, there is a winch point there. Yeah, there's definitely there is definitely bubblegum pink trucks to be had out there. I forget how much extra fuel this thing has in the pickup truck bed. Find out. 100. There we go. So basically it's almost all topped off again. A pink truck is winning. Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. It reminds me of bubblegum. And we were just talking about Bazooka Joe. We were also talking about chili with cheese. So there is that. that is a thing, too. I played hard mode, and it's two logistics-based, and it is a two logistics-based game mode. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It takes the fun element out of it, and it basically makes it into like just a really punishing version of the game that forces you to play the game a certain way, and I really kind of feel like it doesn't make it a fun way. It adds a layer of complexity, yes. Oh my god, I've got stuff all over my arm. It does add a layer of complexity, but it's not complexity for... It's more of a simple... not simple, but it's more of a challenge than anything else. Usually use pink vehicles on racing games. People get mad when they lose to hot pink cars. Yeah, one thing wrong can mess up the entire game. Dompy Stompy, 100% correct. And early game, it is absolutely crucial that you plan things 100%, or else you're not getting anything done. And I like this game because of the leisurely pace that I can play it. I like this game because I get to sit back, take it easy, not sweat the small stuff. If I roll over, I roll over. I go get another truck, I drive it out there, I, use the winch or the crane to haul it back over, and when the job is done, I recover the truck. All is good. I'm enjoying myself, and I'm not worried about it. Ooh, that was a weird camera angle. But when you're playing hard mode, and I understand hard mode is for the challenge, I will not refute that. And there are plenty of people who do play for the challenge. District B13 is a dude who plays specifically hard mode, does not use free gas at all, The man is a legend, and he goes, yeah, see, the free gasoline is also a must. Well, that's the thing. Like, District B13 plays with no free gasoline. How he does that, no clue. I mean, I had a hard enough time early on in the game without all of the proper tools. And I know that you would play hard mode typically after you play the regular mode. But I want to do fun stuff. I want to use an international to haul 2 units of bricks along all of these weird windy roads and just have a good time with it. Because it feels adventurous. It feels like I'm going on a journey. You know, a journey through... I mean, look at this. Look at this. Is this not just beautiful? The way that the sun reflects off of everything. Yes, Rumbada. District is a badass. I completely 100% agree with you. 100% agree. But, like, this is amazing to look at. And if I can take a drive along a snowy, icy road, towing a trailer full of stuff, and this is the world that I exist in, for now, this is our world. It's fantastic. It's relaxing. It's fun. I get to sit here with everybody, and I get to hang out and have a good time and talk. And I get to exist in this little sliver of my internet world. And it's a great time. It's a great time. Is there ray tracing in the game? Don't think so. So I'm using the PlayStation 4 Pro. And with that, it actually does, I believe, upscale the graphical settings. So we have video, brightness, motion blur. So we can do film grain, we can do sharpening, fidelity FX or off. So that's the fidelity enhancement filter. First person camera view, field of vision or field of view. Third person FOV. The different HUD, controls, steering wheel. So it's all that stuff. Yeah, it's all that stuff. And I mean it's not a perfect game. And sometimes the graphics take a little bit longer to load in. So you kind of have some Skyrim level of trees, kind of looking at things until it fully loads in. But you know what? We're sitting in our truck, and we're just kind of making our way through. So why not? You know? Why not just enjoy it? Also, there's a trailer there that I've been meaning to collect. Let's collect this bad boy now. Let's haul it to the other map. Osmodrome. Also, the Kickstarter for the Orlog game for Assassin's Creed Valhalla had wrapped up. I'm almost max and just got to Gut Gash Stronghold. There you go. That's cool. Gut Gash. Alright. And conveniently enough, we have repaired the little wooden log bridge that's right over here, which is kind of a big deal. So we'll go bring this other trailer. We'll leave it by the entrance to the garage because we will be coming back to the garage to turn in the scout trailer that Yeah, check out this nice wooden decking right here. It's really great wooden decking. Yeah, Super Goat, man, I'm telling you, I love that game. That is a great game, and I am definitely looking forward to playing more Mad Max. Just because it's so much fun. So much fun. And even though the combat system isn't super in-depth, it's good enough to be a solid fighting combat system. Oh, that's why. Trailer's just kind of flopping around behind us. Doing a little shimmy shake. Come on, little fella. So that would be the last thing that I needed, is for the trailer that I'm winching to all of a sudden go into a spastic orbital launch and take my bricks with it. That would be unfortunate. And you know what? If you notice, the tailgate on this truck even rattles back and forth, which is just so wacky. Oh, there we go. There we go. So the tailgate actually rattles back and forth. And if you've got, I think certain trucks, actually you can see the repair points and various other things actually move around. So where they're secure, they still have a little bit of movement to it. And it's just kind of one of those neat touches. Oh, there we go. We don't actually have to drive down there. Let's just kind of keep it. But we will. So what takes one to find one? Deliver the Scout 800. It's all the way over here. Buy the farm. Oh, that's nothing. So deliver it to the garage. That's cake. So realistically, we could do that at some point. Oh yeah, that's right. We actually wanted to select build additional farmhouses. Nope. Now we have a location that we will go. Alright. Yeah, I need to... I need to take out the one camp before Gut Gash will actually commit to helping me, Super Goat. But that's in the storyline. And then, realistically, I should figure out where the best place to get short logs. Going now, so have a great stream and evening. See you next time and take care. Also have a good one. Chat and take care. Rumbada, thank you very much for coming by. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. Keep up the good work, dude, because that's awesome. And have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good. Go around this way. I love the bounce that this truck has. Okay, that is 2 bricks that we just unloaded, and now we need to figure out how we get the rest of it. So basically, 3 units of short logs is what we're at next. Got to figure out where to get them, where to bring them in from. But while we're out this way, we could realistically get another truck to go get. Because if we come down here, this is all breakable ice right there. But if we come over this way, this is also breakable ice. And what did we use to get over here with? I think we used something with chain tires. Was it the Warthog or... No, you know what? It might have been the International again. Might have been the International again. Let's keep going. Actually, wasn't there another trailer around here? Thought there was. Oh, there's a little Scout fuel trailer. What do you know? I won't take that with me yet. Should I? Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, to hell with it. We're going to take that with us. Because it's more money. More money for me. Alright. Now. Why are we not making any forward progress? Sure. There we go. Let's bring it back to morning again. I'd love one of these trucks. I would love to have one of these trucks. It just seems so cool. And I've seen pictures of them. I'm pretty sure I probably have seen one of them in passing at some point in time. Because they were fairly ubiquitous for, like, town trucks. Although then I can hear Puma in my head saying something like, "Yo, dog, I don't even know what that means." What's that word? You bisquick-itis. It's like, man, come on, just open up a dictionary. Or Google it. Just Google it. Actually, I think it was the International that we went all the way down there with. But we do have potential. There is potential. I should also double check and see where short logs are in Cherno Command. And this is certainly one of the more unique sounding trucks as well. We definitely need chain tires, because I know that much. Who are we gonna use? Who are we gonna use? Trailer discovered. How? Oh, did we just not get close enough to it? That's bizarre. Do that. Bring this closer. We'll sell this. And then we'll recover that. And then we'll grab the Warthog. Bring this guy outside. Grab the other trailer that is a medium trailer. Because this truck can actually take medium trailers. I think this actually has a high saddle capability. Which is just so strange. Also, I think from the chili with the cheese, I'm feeling a little bit on the bloated side. So there's much bloat going on. Alright. Come on now. Okay. We'll just kind of cheat a little bit there. We won't line it up proper and do one of these things. What'd you do that for? Supposed to grab the trailer. That one. I mean... hasn't been anything like that yet. There we go. Alright, let's go turn in this trailer real quick. And then let's decide which truck we're going to use to go over there. And then... well, it's definitely not going to be something with mud tires. We definitely need chain tires. Well, I mean, there was also 2 cans of chili and 3/4 of a bag of shredded cheese. So, that was a very large amount of chili. And it had beans. And I could totally go for a nap right about now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would top off the perfect night. Hang out here, hang out with all kinds of awesome people, play video games, eat chili, take nap. Alright. No, don't leave the garage. Truck storage. Okay. So, we want a scout vehicle, I think? I think we're going to want a scout vehicle. So, takes one to find one. Okay, what does that mean? Takes one to find one. So Palamine's been here, kind of fisherman like myself, had a bit too much tea while camping, so he fell into the river. Guy made it out, but his car needs towing. Doubt he'll ever set foot on that ice again. Well, that's probably for the best. If he's sauced, he should not be on the ice. Did you get your, like, we talking console? Your new console? Tell me you get your new console. And also, guys, we definitely have been remiss in Xbox Series S, fantastic. That is awesome. There is, however, a clip of you playing SnowRunner, but you were last seen playing the Division 2, so Black Caliber Gaming is another wonderful, delightful streamer. And as we were discussing earlier, Loader has been doing his... Wow. Over it goes. That is definitely something. That was some skill there. That, however, is Horizon Zero Dawn, but Loader has been doing a whole bunch of different stuff. We were discussing his art stream earlier. Hummer, Chevy, Tatarin, no, because it's mud tires only. Con Sentinel, I don't know. Yar, the Tuz, another Lodestar, F-750, the Dawn, Marshall, the Loaf, F-750, Caterpillar, no. Chevy Apache, or the Scout? This is a very good question. Posted in Discord. Awesome. We will definitely check it out. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Let's see. F-750 is definitely the most capable. You know what? Let's throw some chain tires on the, Wow, those tires are tiny. Go sell them off, though. Tires. Xbox should be here Friday, it says, but I hope for it to be tomorrow. I certainly hope you get it sooner as opposed to later. And Black Caliber Gaming, that is awesome, fantastic news, and I am very happy for you, man. I am very, very happy for you. I was actually... My brother had sent me a link to the PlayStation Store, PlayStation Direct sign-up to get a PlayStation. However, they apparently seem to have run out of them before. So... Alright, so let's get rid of the mud tires. Use the chain tires. Alright. Well, let's go use this thing. And let's see if we can't go recover a Scout. Scout 800. Scout 800 being a classic vehicle. Classic International Harvester vehicle. The Scout actually came on the heels of the Jeep. It was before the Bronco, before the Blazer, and, you know, was one of the cooler utilitarian off-road civilian-style vehicles. They were a mutt of all kinds of different components. Man, that's cool. I am so stoked for you, dude. That's great news. And we're definitely all about the great news here. You know, if you have something that you should be happy about, I am happy for you. I am absolutely happy for you. First game you're going to try is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's cool. It was the international response to the Land Rover. It was on the heels of the Jeep. Yeah, Super Goat, I want to get a new PlayStation. I know there are other people who want, you know, different consoles and stuff like that. Let's see. International Harvester Scout is an off-road vehicle produced by International Harvester from 1961 to 1980. It is the precursor of more sophisticated SUVs to come. It was created as a competitor to the Jeep and initially featured a fold-down windshield. The Scout and second-generation Scout 2 were produced in Fort Wayne, Indiana, It has a two-door truck with removable hardtop with options of a full-length roof, half cab, pickup, and soft top. So it was, yeah, because International saw the market that the Jeep had created, and the Land Rover at that time had not made... When did the Land Rover get made? Land Rover... let's see... Oops. That we want Land Rover Wikipedia. Land Rover. So, introduced in 1948. So the Rover company was 48 to 67, but that was predominantly more of a big British kind of thing, and it never really saw the market over here as much as it did basically everywhere else. So the only direct competitor for the Jeep at the time was the International Scout until the early Ford Bronco came into play, and then the rest of the Blazer was larger, the Ram Charger was larger and later. So maybe with the money coming from my Pokemon cards, next 2 weeks of vacation pay, and with a new job soon, it won't take long. Even paying scalper prices won't be a big deal. You know what, Super Goat? Dude, that's cool, man. I think that is really awesome, and I certainly hope that you get it sooner as opposed to later. Yeah, the Toyota Land Cruiser was definitely cool. The Land Rover, though, is a there was a couple of really cool Land Rovers at the Cars and Coffee last time around. They had the jump seats in the back, and they aren't too much for like padding or safety. I don't even think there was seatbelts in there. Selling off all your Magic cards at a convention? I mean, do what you want to do, man. Do you have any, like, valuable ones in there, or... I have some, and they're around here somewhere. I forget where the hell I put them. But I don't think I had anything that was of value, you know? They're just all, like, run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. Although those turkey breast and bacon wraps with lettuce and tomato do look fantastic. Oops. Okay. Oop. My bad. Hitting buttons all over the place here. Just whapping them around. We want the other trigger. Because I'm kind of eyeballing these wraps. And they look way too damn good. Trying Enlisted on the PC. Have betas and most revised. Wish I still had the alpha cards I had in 91. I had 3 Black Lotus cards. Those are like the super rare, super expensive ones, right? The Black Lotus. We have the headlights on. Couldn't tell. Okay. That's what I thought. I just... there was just a story like this week, I think. Dude went off to college, and his parents sold all his binders of Magic cards for $40. Apparently, the guy that bought them offered them more money, but they refused and just wanted them gone. The guy turned around and resold the cards and completely paid off his student loans. It was that dude I'd be suing my parents. Oh, my God. Yeah, that is heartbreaking That is really unfortunate. Oh, because that is an investment. That is, and people don't realize nowadays. It's like, once upon a time it was baseball cards. It's, oh, why is little Johnny got all these baseball cards? These things are just taking up all the space, taking up all the spaces. And cars are collectibles. Trading cards are collectibles. Magic cards are collectibles. Pop figures. And it's nothing like the Beanie Baby craze of the 90s and early 2000s, I think. Before the Beanie Babies basically stopped being worth anything. All those Beanie Babies are just kind of a joke now. And it really doesn't even matter if you had one of the expensive Beanie Babies once upon a time. They're not worth anything. All right, that soda was really, really warm. 2 totes full of different types of cards. Nice. I think I had like a black and a red, black and red deck. That was kind of fun. Ugh, get all this stuff all over my arm now. Making a mess. They're making like $1,500 a night roughly on my Pokemon. Dude, that is fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. $1950s Playboys. I mean, if it's a collectible, it also, the unfortunate thing about the collectible market is it's not really, at the end of the day, it's not what the item is worth. It's what someone is willing to pay for it. And regardless if it's a one-off, ultra rare, magazine or a card or anything like that, if somebody doesn't want to pay for it, it's not worth anything. It's like, unfortunately, and I hate to use the Pawn Stars, for example, but as always, rarity does not breed, extravagant prices. Super goat. Oh, man. Super goat, man. I do appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Really do. I know we only used to see over like Wayland's stream and everything like that, but I do really appreciate you coming by and hanging out, kicking back here and just goofing off. Because we try to have fun. We just try to have a good time over here. And I certainly hope the rest of you guys just enjoy hanging out and having fun. Do have a revised edition Shivan Dragons in my collection. See, there you go, using those words and names and stuff that I have no idea. I've got a Steve Irwin pop figure. That's what I got. Alright, there we go. Through the snow. Fuck. Well, I mean, I kind of gathered that much. Crikey! Yes. Pennywise, the Creeper, Cthulhu, Bumblebee, Black Phillip. Bob Ross, actually. I have a Bob Ross pop figure. The Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth, which I think is fantastic. But, yeah, and I've got that Mick Foley signed pop figure, which I'm so thrilled to actually have. Kind of settle down here. Let's take it down about 20%. Okay. And actually, I was talking about the Mr. Wednesday pop figure. So Ian McShane. And while Ian McShane, I wouldn't even know where he was going to show up next. Ricky Whittle. Back, what did you miss? You missed the silent auction that we held for various signed pop figures, actually. But Shadow Moon, played by Ricky Whittle, is actually going to be at DragonCon. So I may just have to acquire myself a Shadow Moon pop figure and bring him with me. Because that would actually be kind of cool. Because Shadow's character in American Gods, I thought was actually pretty fantastic. Come on now. Oof. Okay. Oops. Go slowly over. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You missed out on the signed Undertaker, 1 of 10 pop. Low number, actually. Oh, man. Alright, get through this. We've already expended half a tank of fuel on this just little journey through here. There we go. All right. Make some progress. Get it on. Relic. Now if it was Paul Bearer, I would have bid. he's how long ago did Paul Bearer pass away? All right. Going. And we could... No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't do that. Yeah, so we'll keep going straight. Okay. I thought it was a lot more recent than that. But I could be wrong. I could totally be mistaken. Also, I'm beginning to consider that this wasn't exactly the right vehicle for the job, because I can't exactly see this doing very well pulling a scout all the way back with the fuel needed to do so. (2013). Classy Freddy Lassie. March 5th, 2013. I really thought it was a lot sooner, but... Come on now. Let's make some forward progress here. Manager for the Rock and Roll Express. You dig deep on those vintage references. It's like the latter half of the 2000s didn't exist. Not a huge fan of wrestling, but the one that shocked me was the Ultimate Warrior, because the night before he was on the show out in the ring talking, but something didn't look or seem right about him. Yeah, that one was weird. The Macho Man was another unfortunate one. And then the really unfortunate one was the one that happened basically live at a pay-per-view, which was just heartbreaking. Actually, wrong choice of words. That I do lament. Dusty Rhodes. You have the action figure from that night? Wow. Yeah, Owen Hart. Yeah, it just... Oof. That never should have happened. That never, ever, ever should have happened. And it's sad. And it's the prime example of just this push that the corporation has on everything, regardless of if it's a good idea or not. They are so fully committed to just blundering forwards, regardless of anything. And then sometimes that's the outcome. Sting is still wrestling. Sting is still wrestling, I believe. I like this music. Although I'm definitely regretting the choice of vehicles currently. I don't know which promotion Sting is wrestling for. Sting is in the AEW, which comes on tonight at 8 on TNT. Tight. There we go. Yeah. Gotta get through all this tomfoolery here. Laughing next to Stone Cold next to Snoop Dogg in the one phone commercial. Yeah, I mean, Stone Cold actually has a really good sense of humor, and Snoop Dogg shows up in everything. Cirque Lunicus. My friend, how are you? I hope you're well, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between... If you would delightfully turn your direction to Cirque Lunicus, who was last seen playing Evil Within. Super good, super tired, but good. That is awesome. That is fantastic. I am glad to hear it. Cirque Lunicus, have you played the new Pinhead character? Al Snow in the... Al Snow. Yeah, Al Snow is a weird dude. Al Snow and Head. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Yesterday was a long and trying day. Yesterday at work had me wanting to effectively just throw in the towel. Awesome. Fantastic. I am glad to hear that. I do have, honestly, I'll have to dig it up. Been working on a new bag. I did see your pictures on Instagram. Yeah, work lately has been nothing but just an exercise in frustration. Al Snow is mean to Relic. Yeah, that's right. You did tell that story, didn't you, Relic? But yeah, work has not been agreeing with me. But Patrick. Excuse me, Cirque Lunicus. Cirque Lunicus. I always want to call you by your previous streaming name. But good sir, we get more ink. More ink happened on Saturday. So that is my Gungnir. Yeah, but I try to keep, I try to keep everything on the level, my friend. But that is my Gungnir, and you can see the two ravens right on the bottom there. I'm really, really happy with this. This is an awesome piece of art that my dude Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I I like the experience of getting a tattoo. I like the the procedure. He did a really, really good job on that. He did a fantastic job on that. And another sad day was the passing of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's gone? I didn't realize he was gone. But, yeah, that was Saturday's adventure, so to speak. There was a cancellation on Friday. Or, well, they put up a social media post about the cancellation on Friday. And then I shot him a message right away when I saw it. I was like, I will be there because I have things I want to do. And this one was actually supposed to be more of a long-term kind of piece of art that he was going to work on, but ended up doing the basic idea on Friday night because he knew I was coming in. So I showed up at 2. I worked 8 until 1 on Saturday, showed up at 2. Oh, this is awful because we are getting stuck on stuff. So yeah, I showed up at the tattoo shop at 2 and didn't go and leave until 7. So hanging out, getting tattooed, hanging out, talking about movies, music, and everything in between. So it was a good day. It was a very good day. Went to see him at a house show when I was a kid. I was clearly a fan. By the Job Squad T-shirt I was wearing. He was walking in the arena. I wasn't being dickish or anything. I yelled to get his attention, and then he flipped you off. But, Relic, don't you have that effect on people? I forget. Or is he like the only guy who is that much of a jerk to you? Also, we are totally getting stuck here, and this is not good. Alright, now we're making subtle forward progress. But yeah, Cirque Lunicus, I would always recommend a tattoo. Whether it be for therapy's sake, or it would be for simply, more art. Yeah, I thought he was, people like... Oh, Relic. And I would almost say that that's a quotable right there. No people like me. Just in quotation marks. Oh, man. That's too funny. That is way too funny. But no, Cirque Lunicus, I hope your night is going well. I hope your projects are going well. And I hope everything that you set your mind and hands to bears fruit. Although, it would be weird if you had a pear grow in your cranium. More so like a pineapple or a summer squash. So, bearing fruit in the metaphorical sense, not the actual literal sense. So I don't want your cranium to grow like a Wonderwanger! What is good? I hope everything is well. We are over here. We're kind of cruising through the dirt and snow and the mud and the muck and everything else, and running a little low on fuel. But hey, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, that guy was a mess at the end. That guy was a mess at the end. And for everybody else, that right there is Wonderwanger, who was last playing. Words are words. So, that is a very strange trailer situation you've got going on right there. But this is the third time that we've actually hit a clip, and it actually is a SnowRunner clip. So that's kind of fantastic. Yes, another delightful, wonderful SnowRunner streamer. Who also does a great variety of other things. Ally camps are scraps usually every hour. When you load into the game, it should tell you when your next shipment of scrap is coming. Good, thanks. A flying visit as work has been busy week, but while I'm having a cuppa, I thought I'd swing on by. Thank you very much for popping in and saying hello. I'm good. I'm good. As always, more than glad to do that, because you know what? Everybody deserves to be recognized. And everybody deserves to be recognized for the things that they enjoy doing and they like doing and they put out there. So we should refuel. But we've only got 40 liters. Oh no, we have... Let's dump that right in there. So let's keep on going with that. But yeah, Super Goat, it should tell you when you load into the game how much longer it will be before you get your next delivery of scrap. And Wonder Wanger, we have been playing SnowRunner, but we've also been kind of diving off and playing a little Mad Max every now and again. So it is a wonderful car combat. 100% agree. Hoping tomorrow night is a night off work so I can play some SnowRunner 2. Yes. We are all still waiting on the newest DLC, so that has not landed yet. I was just wondering because I'm just going to sit in my car and let the game run all night and tomorrow while at work. That's not a bad plan. That is not a bad plan. Yeah, honestly, great game. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Currently, Super Goat is actually playing it right as we speak. That was a game that came out in 2015. I think supposedly it was next week, but I think they pushed it back to early next month. So like probably maybe the first week of early next month, but I've not read anything specifically. Our good, delightful, wonderful individual Sergeant Rusty was the one who had, I think, seen or heard one of the particular rumors. Getting 180 scrap currently from camps. That's pretty useful. That is very, very useful. Also, this Snow and this Sentinel, this was the wrong vehicle. Yeah, I thought so too, but I have not seen anything recently. So... Oh, I swear, if we break the ice and we fall through in this truck, it is going to be really unfortunate. Because we're not going to be able to get ourselves out. Oh, that's breakable. Alright, so that's the Scout. That's the Scout right over there. The Scout 800. Okay. Get ourselves out. Oh, be careful. Yep. Full. Nope. Nope. Oh. Oh. Nope. No winch points. And stalled. Oh, but we do have an autonomous winch. There is that. Currently struggling with this one? Yes. Yes, indeed, because I totally picked the wrong truck for the task. See if we can't, Hey, District B13! And there is the hardcore SnowRunner player himself. As we were... Yes, we are on our side. And... Yeah. So, if you want to see some hardcore SnowRunner gameplay, that is the channel that you want to check out. District B13 has been playing SnowRunner on hardcore mode, not using free fuel. I'm planning to take the Antarctic, hoping it works in my favor. So the only thing is that I found is going up over the little mountain definitely necessitates chain tires. Also, it occurs to me that this is entirely the wrong vehicle to be using for this task. And I'm right here, which is unfortunate. And this is realistically the only way to kind of... Well, unless I come at it around from this way. So that's a thought. You know, the Azov Antarctic might not be a bad idea. Oh, absolutely, District. Dude, you are, like, the king of the hill when it comes to hardcore mode SnowRunner players. Hands down. That would be, if you ever have any information that you need about hardcore mode, that's the guy to check out. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the other route and kind of, because this is easy enough to cross right here. And then I'll just loop around, loop over here. But the only thing is, this is all breakable ice right in here. So if I actually end up using, although I don't know what this is right here. That's kind of a weird glitch. The Azov Antarctic does a good job through ice. And actually, because he would do ideal through there. You know what? I haven't used that damn thing in quite some time. So, why don't we take him out for a spin? Oh, no, I'm back on, I'm wrapping up a couple on, this other place here. So we're over in Cosmodrome. Basically, we're just kind of picking away at the last little few things. Got most of the way, then rolled it, and struggling with it. Yes, indeed. But you know what? Rolling the truck is half the fun. All right, so show me Azov Antarctic. Probably, is it a heavy or is it a heavy duty? I think it's, I can't remember. I have way too many trucks is what it is. But potentially, it is what it's all about. 100%. How many twin steers do I have? Oh, there's the Antarctic. No, stay. There we go. Customized. Do we have any custom paint jobs for this thing yet? No, we don't. So, I do wish this thing actually had... You know what? We'll put the flatbed on. And I didn't realize that this thing has the ability to mount a log carrier front. You have a package coming from Boston? Boyston? Well, there is a Boylston, Massachusetts. Boylston? Yeah, there is a Boylston. But there is also a Boston. So, I'm thinking, you know what? We'll put the flatbed on there because it gives us a little bit more visibility. And, let's see. We will make... Push the time ahead just a little bit. Boston. Boylston. Okay. Yeah, Boylston is by Worcester. Actually, Boylston is... There's actually a really, really nice plant place there. Arboretum. It is called the Tower Hill Botanic Garden. Your tricks come from... Okay. But super go... Boston. Yes, Boston. In that obnoxious Massachusetts accent. Ugh, it's so bad. So here's what I don't like about the Azov Antarctic. It is one step up from the Caterpillar. It steers much weirder than the Caterpillar, but it doesn't have differential lock all the time, although it has all-wheel drive locked in all the time. So there's that. The only good thing from Boston is the beans. Well, I don't know. There's a little bit better than that, but... Let's see. I'm from... I'm from Boston. Help me find khakis. I need to get to the bar. On the way to the bar, we're going to hit the packy. That's a lie. The Celtics are from Boston. Boston Bruins. Boston cream pie. Although, I don't know if the Boston cream pie originated in Boston, or if it's... I don't know. Just give me a key lime pie any day of the week. But yeah, Boylston is actually closer to Worcester. And if you actually look at Worcester, lots of people pronounce it Worcester. So, yes, I'm trying to find Worcester. Worcester. I'm trying to locate Worcester, please. It's like, no. No, you're butchering it. It's Worcester. Worcester. You find that on the hub? So, yeah. You can definitely tell people who are from out of state, even if they pronounce words like I do, and I am a native New Englander, native to Massachusetts. You know, Tingsboro, Worcester, Waltham, Woburn, telephone pole. Stoughton, Hudson. There's all kinds of different places. All kinds of different places. How about we sit inside this bad boy? Give ourselves some grade A motion sickness as we're gonna just trudge along. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun though. And it's kind of funny too because like the cab on this truck is tiny. This is a tiny, tiny cab, but it's got this giant compartment behind the cab. You know, which we can't use. Can't put tools in there. Can't put supplies in there. Supposedly the Boston cream pie originated from the Parker House Hotel in Boston in 1881. Okay, that works. Actually, there's a breakfast place. It's up in New Hampshire. It's called Parker's Maple Barn. And it's up in like the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire. And it's really good. They're known for their they actually make all of the maple syrup that they give you for pancakes and French toast and everything else. And it's a really great breakfast place. Really, really great breakfast place. Hey, this thing gets this actually has heated seats. I wonder if I could turn on the heated seats. You know, also, kind of glad I don't get motion sickness, because this would be unfortunate. Sounds a lot like a car horn. Not a very good truck horn. And actually, I don't even know if this truck is going to do the river crossing. So... I guess we'll find out. Right. I just don't like not being able to see, like, everything. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. It feels a lot worse than it actually is, I would imagine. But that said, let's see if we can't get across over here. If not, just stand it up vertically next to the yard. All right, let's actually make it so that we can see. Yeah, I don't know if it'll stand up vertically. I mean, potential. Well, it doesn't have the taper that you'd want. Actually, District B13. Did you see? Oh, we can turn the differential lock on. This probably will help. Did you see our layout for truck darts with the bowling setup? Rednecks, don't sink. Gonna try not to. Going to try not to. I didn't even know if this thing was going to actually... Yes, okay. Good. And then ice flying. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right, we're making it. Definitely making it. Okay, nope, we're across. We're good. So I do have truck darts reset once again. And we will be visiting that in the future. I don't think we're going to get to it tonight because we're already past our 3-hour mark. And I'm thinking, because this is such a wonderfully scenic location right here, maybe this is our time to kind of wrap things up for the evening. All right. So, let's go see who's on, because I think this is where we're probably gonna call it. Let's kill the engine so we don't keep using fuel. And let's see who we got doing the things. I love truck darts. Truck darts is a blast. And maybe tomorrow we'll do a little bit of Mad Max. So maybe we'll kind of, depending on how much we have left of SnowRunner, because we are going to quickly run out of stuff to do in SnowRunner. But that's okay, because we've got other games that we can play. There's tons of stuff, and there's tons of automotive-related stuff. And who knows, maybe we will have to try to think about Wreckfest, because that has potential too. Let's see. How about... And for some reason, that button isn't working. Yay. Yeah, these numbers are like... Smash up on Wreckfest? Yeah, we could potentially do something like that. That's, I'll look more into it. I'll look more into it for sure. Right, a button is not working. All right. So you know what? You know what? It looks like B Fresh Games is playing Fall Guys. So he's playing Fall Guys. What else do we got over here? Okay. Actually, let's see who's playing. Let's see who's playing SnowRunner. See if we get anybody who's actually playing SnowRunner. Workatized playing SnowRunner. Let's see. What do we got here? All right. Okay, so there is some dude. All right. Okay. How about this dude? His name is the Type 1 Todd. And he's playing some SnowRunner. Let's do this. Let's go raid another SnowRunner player, someone we haven't raided before. This dude's name is Type 1 Todd. And he's got a handful of viewers. Let's go do this, because SnowRunner is fun, and let's share in the fun. So guys, thank you again for everything this evening. We're gonna go raid this this dude here. And there we go. So let's all go and hang out, pop over there, see what this guy's got going on. Okay. And we'll be back tomorrow with, oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll do Mad Max, maybe we'll do some more SnowRunner, maybe we'll try to get that scout. We'll see where it goes. So, guys, thank you again for coming along. Thank you again for hanging out. It has been a blast. We'll do it all again tomorrow. And have a great rest of your evening.